The most profound truths are not always whispered. They are felt. Have you ever stopped to think about why a man can hear "I love you" 1,000 times and still pull away? It is because those words, as sweet as they are not always the heat. Sometimes they are just the start. And right now, what we are entering is the fire. Before we go further, hit that like button and subscribe. Not for my benefit, but because I am putting my whole soul into this. I am not just reading lines. I am speaking from a place inside that knows how much this matters. This goes further than logic or basic tips. This is for the part of you that is tired of overthinking and done guessing what he feels. You are ready, truly ready to be seen while becoming a permanent part of his world. That is what we are creating here, and I need you to be here completely. Picture this. You walk into a room. You have the same clothes and the same smile, but your vibe has changed. The way you stand is different. You are not looking around hoping he notices. You already own the floor. You sit near him, not in a way that begs for attention, but in a way that makes it impossible for him to ignore you, even if he tried. That is no accident. That is your energy. Real attraction is not about being the loudest person. It is about being the one who reaches the soul. That does not happen by trying harder. It happens when you become someone who stays in his mind long after the lights go out. Somewhere along the way, you were taught a nice but thin idea that men only need words. You were told that if you just say, "I love you" enough, he will stay forever, like a secret password. But here is the reality. Men do not stay because they are told to. They stay where they feel something deep, where things are honest, steady, and totally real. Men do not just hear, they sense. They remember the way your hand touched his, arm like it meant something. They remember the way your laugh felt like peace, and the way you walked away, not in anger, but with a quiet belief in your own value. That kind of woman does not have to ask to be remembered. She is already part of him. Do not mistake this for acting or a performance. This is not about a show, it is about showing your true self. You are showing the version of you that has deep feelings. This is the kind of woman who knows that silence can sometimes say more than any "I love you." She is a woman whose presence tells a story that words could never finish. This is not a list of games, it is a wake-up call. These are ways to make a man feel truly cared for, not through empty praise, but through a presence that touches something deep in his heart. It goes so deep that even the words "I love you" feel small compared to how you live inside him. This is for the women who know they are worthy but want to be unforgettable. We are not following old habits. We are breaking them. Forget all those old ideas that told you to stay quiet or not be too much. When your passion is based on truth, it becomes something he cannot leave behind. You are not here to just be nice. You are here to be someone he can never forget. Listen to every sentence and every pause. This is not just talk. This is the change. This is heartfelt wisdom. When this is finished, I do not want you to just get your power. I want you to live it. If you are with me, say it out loud or write it below. Let it sink in. I am the gravity. That is right. Not a magnet, but gravity. Now stay close because we are about to start this up. Imagine you are at dinner with him at that comfortable place you both love. The lights are low and the music is soft. The kind of place that feels special. He is sitting across from you with messy hair from a long day and wearing that shirt that makes you smile. He starts telling you something important. Your phone makes a noise. You look down for a second at a message that does not matter. You look up again. He is still speaking, but the mood has changed. His voice is still kind, but the light in his eyes has faded. In your chest, you feel it. You left the moment. It was not on purpose because life is busy with work and chores and a million things wanting your time. You were not ignoring him because you did not care. You were just caught up in life. But in that 1 second, something small happened. He felt it. He probably will not say anything, but a tiny wall starts to go up. Over time, he shows you less and less of his true self that he used to share so easily. Real love is not built on big speeches. It is found in the quiet, the things we do not say, and real focus. That is love in action. It is not about staring at each other like an act. It is about making him feel like he is the most important person in your world right then, even in a big crowd. Maybe you are wondering what happens if he does not even notice when you are there. What if you give him all your focus and he is still looking at a screen? Listen to me. When a woman leads with her presence, she changes the whole room. She does not have to hunt for his attention. She becomes it. Presence is not a gift you give, it is who you are. That kind of presence is impossible to resist. It is not loud or flashy, it is just very real. Let me tell you something he will always remember. He might not recall the text you sent, but he will remember the way you looked at him, like he was the only thing that mattered. That kind of moment stays with a person. When you sit next to him, do not think about your to-do list. Do not scroll on your phone while nodding your head. Show up with a calm and steady heart. Show him with your energy that you are here with him 100%. That is rare and it is unforgettable. Be with him like your soul is listening. In a world full of distractions, a woman who is truly present is a miracle. She becomes the person he did not even know he needed. When we talk about touch next, it is not just about skin. It is a talk, a memory, and a quiet truth. Say it now, write it, or whisper it. Feel it in your bones. I am the presence. Now see this. He comes home after a long day. He is quiet and carrying a load he might never talk about. You step toward him, smile, and put your arms around him. This is not a fast hug or a weak pat while you think about something else. This is a real hold with your whole heart. You hold him for 7 seconds, you breathe together, and something shifts. His chest relaxes and his grip gets loose. Without saying a word, he gets the message that you are here, he is important, and you are still together. That is what touch means. It is not just being close. It is emotional safety, memory, and comfort. Men often will not ask for it, but their hearts want it. Their bodies store stress, and your touch, slow, steady, and meaningful, tells a truth better than talking. It says you choose him over and over. You have felt it too, right? A fast kiss feels like a habit, but a slow touch opens something up. It stays, it speaks, and it sings. Touch that is rushed is just noise, but touch that has meaning is music. Next time, do not just walk past him. Pull him close like you mean it, and let him relax. That is when his shoulders fall and his spirit breathes. That is when the link grows, not because of desire, but because of home. Hold him like you believe in him and like there is nowhere else you would rather be. That kind of touch does not fade. It stays in his memory. The path to a man's heart is not just about a meal. It is the care behind it. Think of a normal Tuesday. Nothing is fancy and the air feels heavy. But he walks into the kitchen, and there you are making his favorite dish. You did not do it because it was simple, but because it makes him feel seen and safe. He might not say it out loud, but you will see it in how he stands. He will let out a breath in that quiet way men do when they feel cared for. For a man, food is more than a meal. It is a memory, comfort, and a bond. It is proof that someone thought of him when he felt alone. You did not ask what he wanted. You just knew. In a world that asks men to carry everything by themselves, that moment of kindness means everything. Maybe you think you are not here to serve anyone. I hear you. This is not about old-fashioned roles. It is about emotional smarts. It is the power to care with purpose and to say with your actions that you see what brings him peace and you love being the person who gives it. That is not about giving in. It is about connection and depth. It is about offering something real in a world full of fake things. What you are really saying is that you see him and remember what makes him happy. That is unforgettable. Even if it is just warming up food with care or baking something that makes the room smell like home, it is never about being perfect. He is not judging the food, he is feeling the love in it. When a man walks into a space that smells like something made for him, it is not just his hunger that wakes up, it is his heart. That feeling stays long after the food is gone. You are not cooking to show off. You are showing love in its simplest form. What is next is not about what is on the table, it is about reflection. It is the version of you he cannot stop watching, especially when you are not trying at all. It is not about showing off, it is about reminding yourself that you are the light and he is lucky to be near you. Imagine it has been a hard week. You have been in old clothes with your hair up because life is tough. But tonight, you decide to change the vibe. You put on that dress that fits you perfectly. You walk into the room and suddenly he forgets what he was doing. He looks at you like he is seeing you for the first time again. It is not about the clothes. It is about what they mean. When you wear something that says you still want to excite him even after a long day, it says a lot. You might ask if you have to dress up just to keep him interested. No. You do it because of how it makes you feel. When you feel sure, alive, and bright, you do not just get his attention, you find your own. You look in the mirror and know you still have it. Men like what they see, but more than that, they react to the energy behind it. This energy shows up when a woman remembers her own beauty. Do not dress up for him. Do it for the part of you that refuses to fade. Every move and every step you take shows you are choosing to be in this love. That is not a small thing. It is everything. See yourself tying your shoes. You are not doing it for a number on a scale, but because you want more time with the one you love. You move your body, and it is not about vanity. It is about commitment. It is a quiet, steady vow. You are saying you want to be here for years to come for all the laughs and goals. That healthy choice you make is not a chore. It is an act of love. Your health is a gift to him too. When he sees you taking care of yourself and keeping your peace, he sees something that lasts. He sees a woman who is dedicated. She is a woman who does not just say, "I love you," but shows she intends to stay. Maybe you worry he will not notice or do the same. Your effort is not wasted just because he is quiet. Your consistency says a lot, even without applause. Caring for yourself is love in action. When you protect your health, you are protecting the love you are building. What comes next is not about muscle. It is a different power. It lives in your voice and the words you use to support him. Inside, every man is a boy wondering if he is doing a good job. You do not fix that worry, you calm it. Imagine he is in the kitchen helping or taking out the trash. He is not looking for a prize. He is just doing his part. You look at him and say you love how he takes care of things without being asked. He might just nod, but he will feel proud. Even strong men have quiet doubts about being appreciated. What makes a man soft is being truly seen. It is when you notice how he keeps you safe or fixes things without complaining. That is where closeness starts. It is not in big shows, but in quiet support. Maybe he is not good at saying things back, but when you change from wanting to noticing, you build a strong bond. A man who feels respected does not just stay, he grows. Speak to who he is to help him. Now imagine he is on the sofa watching a show. You walk by, and instead of stopping him, you tell him to enjoy his time. There is no stress, just trust. He feels glad because being with you is easy. You do not need him to tell you you are great every second to feel okay. A man who has room to breathe gives more when he comes back. If you want to stay in his heart, be the woman who is fine when he needs a moment alone. Real love is strong enough to stand on its own. He does not need you every minute. He needs to know he can be himself. You do not lose a man by giving him air. You keep him by trusting the space. When he comes back all the way. Let's talk about being close without rushing. In this fast world, everything is fast, but depth is what matters. Imagine him having a hard day. You reach for him, and instead of moving fast, you slow down. You touch him gently and breathe. You let your energy lead. In that quiet time, he stops being tense and lets go. Being close is not about a goal. It is about a moment that shows him he is special. Sometimes being close is just being still. It is not about speed. It is about how much your touch means. When you are present, everything changes. He listens to your rhythm and care. That is when his walls fall down. Let him feel your heart and the quiet between kisses. It says he is home. If he is in a hurry, you are the one who slows things down. When a woman brings stillness, she changes the connection. He will remember how your hands told him he was enough and how your presence felt like the truth. Be the glow that stays. Let your closeness be a steady light that keeps him warm. That is what he will never forget. By now you have seen that this is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters with your heart. It is not about earning love. It is about being love in your eyes and your actions. Real love does not yell, it stays and lasts. That is what makes a woman someone he can never forget. A man might hear, "I love you" from many people and forget, but he will never forget the woman who made him feel like he could finally breathe. He will remember the one who saw the real him and loved him just as he was. He will remember the woman who didn't chase perfection, but gave permission to just be. That is the ultimate gift. When you allow a man to be imperfect, to be tired, or to be silent without judging him, you become his sanctuary. You become the one place in a loud world where he doesn't have to wear a mask. This leads us to the final truth of these 12 ways. It is about the legacy of your love. It is about building a foundation that doesn't shake when the storms of life arrive. You are not just a chapter in his story. You are the ink. You are the reason the story matters. So as you move forward from this moment, don't just take these words as a list of things to do. Take them as a way to exist. Let your heart be the compass that guides your actions. Trust in your value. Know that your presence is the most powerful thing you own. You are enough. You have always been enough. But now you are becoming unforgettable. You are the fire, you are the gravity, and you are the peace he never knew he was searching for. This is your time to shine. This is your time to lead with love. Go out there and be the miracle. Chateau is about giving him permission to just be. That is the ultimate gift. When you allow a man to be imperfect, to be tired, or to be silent without judging him, you become his safe harbor. You become the one place in a loud world where he does not have to wear a mask. This leads us to the final truth of these 12 ways. It is about the legacy of your love. It is about building a base that does not shake when the storms of life arrive. You are not just a chapter in his story. You are the ink. You are the reason the story matters. So as you move forward from this moment, do not just take these words as a list of chores. Take them as a way to exist. Let your heart be the compass that guides what you do. Trust in your value. Know that your presence is the most powerful thing you own. You are enough. You have always been enough. But now you are becoming unforgettable. You are the fire, you are the gravity, and you are the peace he never knew he was searching for. This is your time to shine. This is your time to lead with love. Go out there and be the miracle. This is how you change a relationship from a simple routine into a lifelong bond. It is not about a single day of effort. It is about the way you choose to see him and yourself every morning. When you hold that space of respect and deep connection, everything else falls into place. You no longer have to wonder if you're doing enough because your very existence in his life is the answer. Stay rooted in that truth. Let it be the foundation of everything you build together from this day forward.